Good morning. Good morning. So, I was at a friend's house the other day this week, and somebody I've known my whole life, and he's getting ready to transition. His body is failing, and his life as we know it here is coming to an end. And you know, I get called a lot in that situation because people want to make sure that they have paperwork together and all that, and so there's been many times when I've gone and seen somebody and made sure that this will was right or this document was right, and as I left, I knew that that was likely the last time that I was going to see them, and it's a very interesting moment because it really makes you stop and think. They're at the end of this journey, and I'm not a very religious guy, and I don't comment about that very much here because it's not part of this platform. But for me, we're spiritual beings having a human experience, not human beings having a spiritual experience. And as I went there and talked to him, he's been a family friend forever. So I told stories, and at first it was, let's talk about the health situation, and I knew that was bad. So it was like, well, that's not going to do us any good. So I went backwards in time and told stories and laughed, and we did all that. And as I was driving, I thought to myself, his kids are all doing great. And in fact, one of his kids had a really amazing day, had done something kind of spectacular, and his other kids are doing super well. Everybody was around him, and the person that he'd spent a good chunk of the second half of his life with was with him, and that relationship had really turned out for him in the latter half of his life. His first marriage hadn't, as is the case for many of us. And I went back to work and did some stuff, and then when I got home late last night, I threw on the TV, and the movie The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel, or whatever it's called, was on. And there's a great moment in that movie where the kid, this dreamer kid, says to his girlfriend, just remember, it's all going to work out in the end. If it hasn't worked out, it's not the end. And that really made me stop and think for a moment. And I'm like, that's so true, because at the end of the day, it will all work out. And if it hasn't, then your day's not over and your journey is not over. So wherever you are right now, as we end February, whether you're doing great and things have gone fantastic for you, but you've been locked down and you haven't been able to do anything and see anybody, or if your business has been crushed, or if your relationship is in the tank, or if your relationship's great but your kid is in the tank, whatever your situation is, remember, it's all going to work out in the end. And if it hasn't worked out, it's not the end. And that's really a good thing. So when you have a problem pop up, you can go, okay, I get to now solve this, and my journey here, this physical journey that we're all experiencing together, isn't over. And if all of my problems suddenly go away, then that's the time when my physical journey is ready to end. So if you're ready for that to happen, then wish for all your problems to go away. But if you're not ready for your physical journey to end, then welcome that new problem, because now it's time for you to take on a new adventure and a new thing and to grow. And when those things are done, then everything has worked out and it is the end. It's all going to work out in the end. If it hasn't worked out, it's not the end. Have a great day, everybody. We're all in this together. Let's take care of each other.